was 3, and he didn't leave much to mar on me. Just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now, I don't blame him because he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from a lot of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and she'd get red, and some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head. I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard, my wits got keen. I roamed from town to town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars. I searched the honky-tonks and bars and killed that man that give me that awful name. Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I just hit town, my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. At an old saloon on the street of mud, there at a table dealing stud, sat the 30 mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had, and I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold. And I said, "My name is Sue, how do you do? Now you're gonna die." Yeah, that's what I told him. Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, he come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. But I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the wall and down to the street, kicking and gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. I tell you, I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. Kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun and I pulled mine first. He stood there looking at me and I saw him smile. He said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough. And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I give you that name," and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die. And it's that name that helped to make you strong. He said, "Now, you just fought a hell of a fight, and I know you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you gotta thank me before you die for the growl in your guts and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the SOB that named you, Sue, yeah." What could I do? What could I do? I got all choked up and I threw down my gun, called him my pa, and he called me his son. And I come away with a different point of view. But think about him now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm going to name him Bill or George. Anything but Sue. I still hate that name, yeah.